Yo, hello there, and what's going on YouTube, and welcome back my fellow pixelators, and welcome back to another Minecraft Pixel Tutorial build on Team 7 Eyes. As you know, in the last part, we pretty much completed most of the outlining for Sakura, or most of the complicated parts, and now we've got to do the big section, which is going to be doing all the facial skin tone for Sakura. And for those coloured blocks that we're going to be using for Sakura, we're going to be needing our birchwood planks and our block of quartz, which you should have grabbed in the last part, as we did use them for capping off the areas on the eyes, as you can see. Now, once you have grabbed your birchwood plank and your block of quartz, for the area that we're going to be going off, we're going to be flying to the left hand side once again. And we're going to be starting in the bottom left corner over here, to the right of the hair strip right here that we first did. So in that bottom left corner there, as you can see when my cursor is hovering over, we're going to be flying over to here. And there we go. And once you've flown to this bottom left corner right here with our birchwood plank, we're going to place 2 going to the right from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. And there we go. As you can see, we should be looking like that. When that second one you place to the right, we're then going to place 9 on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And there you go. And once you place 9 on top, do an upright diagonal, just like so. Once you're in this upright diagonal, we're going to place 7 going on top of here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And there you go. Once you place 7 on top, do another upright diagonal. Now from this upright diagonal, place 1 to the right, just like so. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and there we go. From this bottom right diagonal, we're then going to place 5 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then once you place 5 to the right, place 1 on top. And there we go. Once we've done this, we're then going to zoom out. So there's a couple of things we need to explain here, because as you can see, there is still a bit more areas kind of up here. So that's pretty much everything marked out. And I'm going to explain a couple more areas the birchwood planks are going to go in this area. So as you can see, we've got a 2 gap right here. We've got a 2 gap right there, a 2 gap right there, a 2 gap, and a bottom right diagonal right there. This is all birchwood planks as well, just for those who are wondering. And I'm just going to fill these gaps in to make it as less confusing as possible. So this 2 gap, just like so. This 2 gap, and this 2 gap. And then we're just going to get this 1 gap, and then this 2 as well. And there you go. So as you can see, birchwood planks is all going to the left hand side as well. And then once you had done this, taking our block of quartz, we're just going to mark on the right hand side of the birchwood planks and on top of our 1 there. So just marking it out here. And you can fill in all of that small sector if you want. And then just marking underneath this sector here and to the left of it. Well, not left of it, I mean the right of it. And there we go. Oh, can't place that last one. And there you go. So as you can see, our birchwood planks is going to the left right here, all going up here, and our block of quartz is all going to the right. So there's the first sector done. Probably this is actually the most, I guess, confusing looking area out of all the other areas, and the most annoying. But once we head in this area, for the next area that we're going to fly up to, we're going to fly above the eye, still on the left hand side, and inside the next sector up here, as you can see. And once you have flown up to this sector right here, as you can see, we got like kind of like a, I guess you could count this as a small own sector right here. There's 1 gap. We're just going to fly over towards our 1 gap right there, and taking out our birchwood planks in this 1 single gap, we're just going to place 1 birchwood plank inside the gap, just like so. Once you've done this, we're going to fly into the right by 1 to this black concrete sticking up right here, or to the right of the birchwood plank. And once you've flown to here, we're going to place 1 birchwood plank going to the right from here. And there we go. We should be looking like that so far. Once you place that 1 birchwood plank to the right, we're then going to place 3 on top. So 1, 2, and 3. And there you go. Once you place 3 on top, do an upright diagonal, just like so. From this upright diagonal, fly up by 1, so to the black concrete above it. And once you've flown up to here, we're going to place 6 birchwood planks going on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there you go. Once you place 6 on top, do an upright diagonal, and then this time place 3 on top. So 1, 2, and 3. And there you go. We're done with this little sector right here. So once we've done this, we're going to take out our block of quartz, and block of quartz is going to go on the right hand side of the birchwood planks. So just mark this out quickly. And there we go. So as you can see, block of quartz to the right underneath here, and to the right here, and then birchwood planks is going all to the left down here. Once you have done this, we're then going to move over to the right into these three sectors here. So we've got a top one here, a second one there, and a third bottom one there. And to make things as easy as possible, we're going to start with the top one, so the first one right here, and we're going to take out our block of quartz for this top one, and block of quartz is just literally going to go all inside this top sector right here. So we're just going to mark it out quickly, and there we go. And as you can see, nice and easy. Once we've done this, we're then going to fly down into the middle section, into this section right here. And for the area that we're going to fly off into this section, we're going to fly to this one gap right here. So below this bottom right diagonal and above this 2 going up right here, the third 2 of these 3 2s going in an upright diagonal direction, this one right here, in that one gap, we're going to fly into that one gap, and we're going to place one block of quartz in that one gap right there, just like so. Once you place that one in that gap, we're then going to place one going to the left, the first one you place to the left, place one underneath, and then fly back up by one, so back up to this upper left corner, and then place one on top, and there you go. Once you've done this, zoom out, and once you've done that, we're going to take our birchwood planks, and we're just going to mark it to the left hand side and underneath the block of quartz. So just mark this out nice and quickly, and there you go. So as you can see, birchwood planks is going to go all inside the rest of this area, and we've already filled in the quartz. Once we've done this, we're then going to fly underneath into the third bottom section, to this one right here, and birchwood planks is literally just going to go all inside this rectangle shape right here. So we're just going to mark it all inside here, and there we go. So there you go, as you can see, birchwood planks is all inside there. Once we've done this, we're then going to move over to the right, fill in this next section to the right of the 100 healing mark, so in line with the section we just did right here, just going kind of down in a bottom right diagonal direction. Inside this gap is all going to be birchwood planks as well, so we're just going to fill all of this in. And there we go. There's all of that filled in right there. So then once we have done this, we're going to fly back up to the top and continue doing some of the left sectors first. We'll move on to the big sector later on into these areas. But into the next sector, as you can see right here inside this sector, we got a bit of marking out to do. And we're going to be flying to the bottom left corner kind of side. So over to here. And for the area that we're going to start off with, as you can see, we've got these 4 2s going down in a bottom left diagonal direction. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to be flying to the very 4th one that connects to the 3 single bottom left diagonals right there. So to this one right here. And once you've flown to this 2, for the part that we're going to go off the 2, so we're going to go off the left one of the 2 right here. So as you can see, we've got one to the right, one to the left. We're going to be flying to the left, the 2, so to this point right here. And with our birchwood planks, we're going to place 2 going underneath from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. And there you go. Once you place your 2 birchwood planks going underneath from here, we're then going to do a bottom left diagonal from here. And there you go. Once you've done this bottom left diagonal, place 1 going underneath, just like so. And there we go. Once you place that 1 underneath, do another bottom left diagonal, and then place another 1 underneath, and there you go. We're done with this section right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our block of quartz, and we're going to mark a block of quartz on the right hand side of the birchwood planks. So just marking this out right here. And there you go. So as you can see, birchwood planks is going to go in this small section to the left right here, and block of quartz is going to go all to the right inside this big sector right here. Once we have done this, moving over to the right to this right here, inside this gap right here, we're going to take out our birchwood planks again, and we're going to fly to the top left corner all the way up here. So basically we've got a top right corner and a top left corner right next to each other, and we're going to be flying to the top left corner with our birchwood planks. And once you have flown to here, we're going to place 10 going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. and there you go. Once you place 10 underneath, do a bottom left diagonal from here, just like so. And from this bottom left diagonal, place 3 going underneath. So 1, 2, and 3. And there you go. As you can see, that 3 you placed underneath should connect to the very bottom of the black concrete, bottom left corner, right here. Once we have done this, taking our block of quartz, we're just going to mark it on the right hand side on the birchwood planks. So just marking up here, and then just going all the way to the top. And there you go. So as you can see, birchwood planks going that small sector to the left, and the block of quartz going all to the rest and to the right side. Now then, once we have done this, we're then going to zoom out and explain the next big area that we got to mark out. We'll at least do a little small area first, and then we'll do the big area afterwards. So first thing first, to make things as easy as possible, to find the nicest area that we're going to go off, we're going to fly up to the eyebrow section. So we got this one little section right here of the eyebrow sticking out to the right, as you can see. So the furthest part of the eyebrow sticking out right here, where we've got this pink concrete inside here. For the area that we're going to be flying off to, we're actually going to be flying up a bit to this line in the sector that we just done. So we've got this 2 right here, and this 3 right here. And we're going to be flying to that 3 that's going down right there. And we're going to be flying to the underneath of the 3. So flying over to here. So again, we're going off this point right here, as you can see, underneath the 3. And once you have flown to the underneath of the 3, taking out our birchwood planks, we're going to place another 3 going underneath the 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And there you go. Once you've done this, do a bottom left diagonal from here. And there we go. Once you're in this bottom left diagonal, place 1 underneath, just like so. And there we go. Once you place 1 underneath, do 2 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1 and 2. And the second bottom left diagonal, do a bottom right diagonal. And there we go. And from this bottom right diagonal, do an up right diagonal, just like so. And then place 1 going to the right from here. And there we go. Once you place this 1 to the right, do an up right diagonal from here, just like so. And then once you've done this up right diagonal, we're going to fly into the right by 1, so to this black concrete right here. And once you've flown to here, we're then going to do an up right diagonal from here. And there we go. As you can see, we should be looking like that right there. An upright diagonal is to the right, to the top of that black concrete that we were just on, and it's underneath this big line right here. And once you have done the upright diagonal with your birchwood plank, we're then going to place 3 going underneath from here. So 1, 2, and 3, just like so. And there you go. As you can see, it should look like 4 in total going down right there. Once we've done this, we're going to do a bottom left diagonal from the underneath of here, just like so. And from this bottom left diagonal, place 1 underneath. And there you go. Once you place 1 underneath, do another bottom left diagonal, and place another 1 underneath. And then once you've done this, do another bottom left diagonal. And then this time, from this bottom left diagonal, do 2 bottom right diagonals from here. So 1 and 2. And there you go. From the second bottom right diagonal, we're then going to place 2 going to the right from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. Then once you've done this, do another bottom right diagonal. Then from this bottom right diagonal, we're going to place 1 going to the right. And then we're going to fly back into the left by 1. So back to this point right here. And we're then going to place 2 to the left. So 1 and 2. And there you go. Once you place this 2 to the left, do a bottom left diagonal, just like so. And this time we're going to place 4 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there you go. Once you place 4 to the left, do 2 bottom left diagonals. So 1 and 2. From the second bottom left diagonal, place 2 underneath. So 1 and 2, just like so. And then once you place 2 underneath, do a bottom right diagonal from here, just like so. And then place 3 going underneath. So 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. Once you place 3 underneath, place 3 to the left. So 1, 2, and 3. Once you place 3 to the left, do an up left diagonal. And then from this up left diagonal, place 1 to the left, just like so. And then do another up left diagonal. And then this time place 3 to the left. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to do a bottom left diagonal, just like so. And then this time we're going to place 11 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And as you can see, that 11th one should be sticking one over the edge, just like so. And then once you've done this, place one underneath. And then finally but not least, place two to the left. So 1 and 2. And there we go. So now for the explaining. Once you have done all of this right here, we're going to take our block of quartz. And we're going to mark a block of quartz all underneath the birchwood planks and to the right of it. But before we do that, just flying back to the left, back to the area that we just finished off. In that one gap in that upper left corner right there, we do want to fill that in with our quartz. So just make sure you fill that in with one block of quartz, just like so. And to the left of the birchwood plank right here, just place one block of quartz to the left as well. And then there you go. Once you've done this, we then are going to mark underneath and to the right of the birchwood planks. So just starting from here, just going underneath. And then going to the right of it. And there we go. And we also want to make sure we get these gaps as well here. And that should be everything marked out right there. So there you go. Birchwood planks, as you can see, is pretty much going all into the left, all up in these sections as well. That also does mean it's going in those two up left diagonals, splitting in the eyelash right there as well. So again, birchwood planks are in the rest of this area inside here. Now then, for a couple more areas that we do need to describe on the left hand side, we're going to fly kind of to the bottom first. And we got this small section underneath the eye right here, just this literal one flat line. Block of quartz is literally just going to go all inside here. So we're just going to mark it all out. And there you go. Again, as you can see, block of quartz is all inside there. You can also pretty much already tell, but block of quartz is all to the left in here, as we have capped off the birchwood planks right there. So if you want to place a bit more at the bottom, you can do that. So I'll just place a bit at the bottom right here, just mark it out. Again, you do have the option of pausing the video and just filling it all in if you do want to do that. But we don't really need to do that, and there you go. So we now got 3 more areas to explain. So we got 2 areas to do here, and we just got to fill in that one area up there on the left hand side. And for our first area and these 2 areas right here, we're going to flying to the left to these 2 lines that are going out in a bottom left diagonal direction right here. And we're literally just going to fly to the top of the build. So to this 2 right here, as you can see, like going along to the left, we're just going to fly to that. And underneath the very left one, just take out our birchwood plank, place one underneath, and then place one to the right, and there we go. We're literally done with this section. So taking out our block of quartz, we're just going to mark one underneath, and if you want, you can place one to the left, and a bit more out, just if you want to. But you don't really have to, but there you go. Once you have done this, for our next section in here, we're going to fly all the way to the right, through these 3 bottom right diagonals. So 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to fly to the very 3rd bottom right diagonal, so the very end piece right here. Once again, taking out our birchwood planks, we're going to place 3 going to the left from this very bottom right diagonal right here. So 1, 2, and 3, just like so. Once you place this 3 to the left, do an up left diagonal, and then this time place another 3 going to the left. So 1, 2, and 3, and there you go. Once you've done this, do another up left diagonal, and this time we're going to place 7 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And there you go. As you can see, we should connect all the way to the end of that black concrete right there. And once you've done this, taking our block of quartz, we're just going to mark underneath the birchwood planks. And there we go. So as you can see, birchwood planks is going to go up in that section, block of quartz is going to go underneath. Once we have done this, doing our final area on the left hand side, flying all the way up to the top, we've got this small section right here, literally just 2 gap inside here. We're just going to fill that in with our quartz. So we're just going to fly to that 2 and fill it in with our block of quartz. And there we go. So then, once we have done this, we're then going to move on to the right side. And to start off with the right side, we're just going to fly all the way to the right, as it makes things as easy as possible to start just on the very right hand side and then come in towards the left. So fly to the very right. For the area that we're going to be starting off right here, we're going to be starting in the very bottom right corner of the build, as we have not capped off this area yet. So starting in the very bottom right corner is where we end a line right here. Flying to the very right here, taking out our birchwood planks, we're going to place one on top of the very right one, just like so. And once you've done this, we're then going to place one going to the left. And then from this one you place to the left, we're literally just going to go all the way up with our birchwood planks until we hit the black concrete. Just all the way up. And there we go. As you can see, we should hit the black concrete right there, just like so. So you should be looking like this right here. Once we have done this, we're then going to fly all the way back down to the first birchwood plank that we placed on the very right here. And we're literally just going to go all the way up from here as well. So just going to go all the way up from here. And there we go. We should hit that one black concrete sticking out to the right. Once we do, we're also just going to fill this 2 gap in with our birchwood planks as well. So 1 and 2, just like so. Before we move over to the next section though, we're going to take out our block of quartz. And on the left hand side of these birchwood planks, we're just going to mark out our block of quartz to the left of it. So starting in the bottom section here, just going to mark to the left of it, going down. And then flying back up to this small side right here. Just going to also mark to the left of it with our block of quartz as well. And there you go. As you can see, block of quartz is going all the rest into the left hand side right here and here as well. And it also does fill into that 1 and 2 gap right there as well. Now then, once we have done this, moving back up on the right hand side to this 2 gap in the eyelash right here, we're just going to take out our birchwood planks and fill this 2 gap in with our birchwood planks. And there we go. So then once we have done this, we're then going to start from this 2 right here, the black concrete, and we're going to actually fly to the left of the 2. So to this one right here, and we're literally just going to go to the left of it and place 1 birchwood plank going to the left of the 2 black concrete. And there you go. As you can see, we should be looking like that right there. But once we have done this, we're then going to place 4 going up from here. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Once you place 4 on top, do an up left diagonal, just like so. Then fly back up by 1, so back up to this black concrete right here. And then we're going to place 8 birchwood planks going up from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And there you go. Once you place 8 birchwood planks going up right here, we're then just also going to fly back to that 2, so all the way to the right of the 2, and we just want to go all the way up with our birchwood planks until we hit the black concrete, just to mark the very edge out. And there we go. So then, once you have marked that out right there, flying to the left of the birchwood planks that we did actually count out, right here, just taking out our block of quartz, we're just going to mark on the left hand side of the birchwood planks. And there's that little section done there. Then the section above it as well. And there we go. So as you can see, block of quartz is all inside there and to the left in there. And then one more section up here as well, just to this one single gap by itself right here. This is also birchwood plank, so we're just going to fill that in. And there you go. So again, as you can see, birchwood planks is going to the right here. Block of quartz is going to the left. We've already filled in all the birchwood planks down here. And block of quartz is literally just all to the rest and to the left in these sections. Once we have done this, flying back up to the top on the right hand side, we're going to start in these next sections right here. So we've actually got 4 sections right here. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. And start with the first one. So this bottom right corner section right here, as you can see inside here. With our birchwood planks, we're just going to fill it all inside here. And there we go. As you can see, we should be looking like that right there. Once we have done that for the next second section, so the section above it right here, we're going to be using our birchwood planks again. And we're going to be flying to these 2 2s that are going in an upright diagonal direction from the section that we just marked out in the bottom right corner. So these 2 right here, for the one that we're going to go off the second upright diagonal of 2. So 1 and 2, and that is the second one. So flying to this one right here. And for the area that we're going to be going off in this 2, we're going to be flying to the left of the 2, so to this point right here we're going to be going off. Once you have flown to here with our birchwood planks, place 1 on top of the left one, and there you go. Once you've done this, do an up left diagonal, and then place 2 on top, so 1 and 2, and there we go. Once you place this 2 on top, we're actually going to fly up by 1 as well to the black concrete line here to make things nice and easy. We're going to place 1 birchwood plank on top of this black concrete line right here, just like so. Once we've done this, we're then going to do 2 up left diagonals, so 1 and 2, And the second up left diagonal, place 1 to the left, and then do 2 bottom left diagonals. So 1 and 2. And there we go. There's a bit of a rough area there, but it wasn't really a rough area, I just could not place my blocks. But we should be looking like that right there. Now we're actually not quite done in this section, but just flying underneath into this section back into here, we're going to take out our block of quartz. And block of quartz is going to go on the left hand side of the birchwood planks right here. So just going to mark this out here. And there you go. So as you can see, birchwood planks is going to the right there. And block of quartz is going to go all to the left inside here. Then moving back up to this section right here. We're not going to quite mark this out yet, because we do have another section to mark out in here. And we're going to fly to the very top 3 in the top right corner. So if we start in the very top right corner right here, so flying to here, taking out our birchwood planks, we're just going to place 3 going to the left from here. So 1, 2 and 3. And there you go. Once you've done this, we're then going to place 2 going underneath the third one that we placed to the left. So 1 and 2, just like so. Once you've done this, do a bottom left diagonal, just like so. And on this bottom left diagonal, we're going to place 8 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And there you go. As you can see, it should be looking like that right there. Once you have placed that 8 going to the left, we're then going to take out our block of quartz. And our block of quartz is going to go above in this section that we just marked out right here. So all on the side here. And it's also going to go underneath in that section that we marked out earlier as well. So just mark it up in here. And you might as well just fill it all in, as it is kind of small. And then the same with the other section as well. There you go. As you can see, all the block of quartz is done. So birchwood planks, as you can already tell, is going to be all inside the center, inside these areas. And then flying up to the top, into this 4th section, this top section right here, block of quartz is literally just going to go all inside here. So just marking this out with all of our block of quartz. And there we go. As you can see, we should be looking like that right there. So then, once we have done this, we've only got a couple more areas to do. So flying over to the left hand side, once again we got another section to the left of the healing mark right here. Just like that section, which I can't find it, which is right there. This section right here in the middle of the eyebrow, which is easier than the other side, because block of quartz is literally just going to go all inside this section. So we're just going to mark the bottom line once again. And once again, you can pause the video if you do want to and fill it all in. But again, you can just leave it to the end, which would be easier. But once you have done this, we're then going to move over to the next section to do. So we're going to fly over to the left hand side. So we've got a couple of small areas to do over here. And for the section that we're going to go off inside this area here, we do have 2 sections to do. So we've got one strip coming down here, and then we also got another strip here. And so we're going to start with the very left hand side first. So flying to this very bottom left diagonal from this one going underneath and the 2 bottom left diagonals right here. So the very end bottom left diagonal, flying over to here with our birchwood plank. We're going to place 1 going to the left from there, just like so. So you should be looking like that right there. Once you place that 1 to the left, we're then going to place 1 on the top, just like so. Once you've done this, place 1 to the right, then place 2 on top, so 1 and 2, just like so. Then place another 1 to the right, then place 2 on top, so 1 and 2, and then place 1 to the right. Once we've done this, flying to the right by 1, so to this black concrete right here, and once you've flown into the right here, we're going to place 1 birchwood plank going underneath here, just like so. And there you go. Once you place that 1 birchwood plank going underneath, do a bottom right diagonal, just like so. And now I'm going to have to replace that black concrete, but I'll come back for that later on. And once you have done this bottom right diagonal, place 2 underneath, so 1 and 2. And then once you've done this, do another bottom right diagonal. And then this time for this bottom right diagonal, we're going to place 8 going underneath here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And there you go. Once you've done this, I'm then just going to fly back up. I'm just going to replace that black concrete quickly as well. And there we go. And now once you have done this, taking out your block of quartz on the left hand side of both of the birchwood plank areas. So to the left hand side of here and to this section right here, we're just going to mark block of quartz going to the left. We're just marking this out nice and quickly. And also make sure you get underneath the 1 bit right there. And there you go. So as you can see, we've already done the birchwood planks there, and it is all to the right, inside, up there, and underneath there. Now then, once you have done this, we're then going to do the next final small section. Actually, we've got two small sections to do, and flying all the way underneath, do this single line right here, again, similar to that side right there. We're going to be starting off here, and for where we're going to be starting off, we're going to be starting on the left hand side, and we're going to be starting off the third bottom two going in a bottom left diagonal direction. So 1, 2 and 3, and as you can see, that's the third one. So fly to the right of this 2 as well, so to the right of it, this one right here, and taking out our birchwood planks, we're going to place 3 going to the right from here. So 1, 2 and 3, just like so. Once you place 3 to the right, do an upper right diagonal, then place 1 to the right, and do another upper right diagonal, just like so. And this time we're going to place 4 going to the right from here. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and there you go. Once you've done that right there, taking our block of quartz, we're just going to mark underneath all the birchwood planks. We're just marking this out nice and quick. And as you can tell, birchwood planks is going to go in these 2 up left diagonal gaps. And you can just fill it in now if you want to, make it nice and easy, quick. And there you go. Now once you have done this, we've got one more final section, or 2 more final sections, but we've got one more small section to do. And flying all the way over to the right a bit. So inside this section right here, we've got this one line here on its own, flowing on its own. And then we've got the second line coming off the eye right here. We're going to be flying off this second line that's coming off the eye right here. And we're going to be flying to the 4 that's sticking out to the right here. So flying to this 4. And once you have flown to this 4 with our birchwood planks, we're literally just going to place 2 going to the right from here. So 1 and 2. And there you go. Once you have done this, taking out a block of quartz, we're just going to mark 1 going to the right of the 2. And underneath the 2 birchwood planks. And there you go. As you can see, birchwood planks is going to go all inside above. So we can fill this in as well if you want to, as it is nice and quick. And there you go. Once you have done this, we're going to start on this 4 again for our final last section to do. So starting off from this 4 right here, we're going to be flying to the third one of the 4 going along to the right. So 1, 2, 3, and as you can see, that is the third one going to the right from the 4. And so we're going to place 1 birchwood plank going underneath here, just like so. And just quickly before we count our birchwood plank going to the left, just going to take out a block of quartz and place 1 going to the right of the birchwood plank, just so we can cap off the area already, nice and easy to remember and do. Now once you have done this, flying back to the left to the birchwood plank and taking out our birchwood plank again, we're going to place 3 to the left from here. So 1, 2 and 3. Then we're going to place 1 on top, just like so. Then this time we're going to place 7 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, just like so. Then we're going to do a bottom left diagonal, just like so. Then we're going to do an up left diagonal. And then we're going to place 3 to the left. So 1, 2 and 3. And then we're going to do another up left diagonal. And then we're going to place 5 to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then we're going to do a bottom left diagonal. And then we're going to place 3 to the left. So 1, 2 and 3. And then from this third one you place to the left, do an up right diagonal, just like so. From this up right diagonal, place 3 on top, so 1, 2 and 3. Once you place this third one on top, do another up right diagonal, just like so, and place 1 on top, and then do another up right diagonal. This time do an up left diagonal, just like so. And once you've done the up left diagonal, we're going to place 5 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Once you place 5 to the left, we're then going to do another up left diagonal. This time we're going to place 1 to the left, and then we're going to fly back into the right by 1. So back to this one right here, and we're then going to place 1 to the right, and then we're going to do an upright diagonal, just like so. Once you've done this upright diagonal, place 1 to the right, and then from this one you place to the right, do 4 upright diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there you go. And this 4th upright diagonal, place 2 on top, so 1 and 2, and then do an up left diagonal from here, and there we go. We're literally done now with everything. So all we gotta do now is fill everything in, and we just gotta mark out one more area, which is just taking out our block of quartz, and we're just going to mark to the left the birchwood planks and underneath it. So just marking this out so we can see everything and fill everything in, so we don't spill over into any areas that we're not meant to go into. And what I mean by that is essentially the wrong colour going into that area, which is always why we mark out the other colour on the other side. And there we go. There's everything marked out right there. So as you can see, birchwood planks is going to go all on the rest up inside here. So inside that section there, inside there, all on the right there, and also going up into the eyelash again, into those two upright diagonals. It also is going it up into there as well. And that's everything marked out. So now all we got to do is fill everything in to complete Sakura. Unless you did pause the video along the way and we're filling it in, then you are done. For those that aren't done, now we're going to go and fly to the left hand side and start over there. Once again, I am going to give you two options, the same as last time. If you want to pause the video right now to fill it all in yourself and see the end result for yourself, you can do that. Or if you want a reference to make sure you don't go wrong, something to see, then you can pause your video right now. And there we go. As you can see, we filled in all the birchwood planks to the left, we filled in all the quartz to the right. So once again, I'm just going to say this once and now. Pause the video at any point in time to complete those areas, so you have a reference for those areas you need to pause the video for. And I'm just going to go through everything, and again, just pause the video at any time when I'm going through it. Now, moving up to the next section right here, as you can see, all the birchwood planks to the left, all the quartz to the right. And then moving over to the next section, you can see we filled in all the rest of the birchwood planks that we needed to fill in to the left, which we already did all the quartz as there weren't a lot into these sections here. Then moving over to the right over here, as you can see, all the quartz have been placed to the right, all the birchwood planks have been placed to the left. You can also see exactly the same in this area right here as well. All the birchwood planks to the left and all the quartz to the right. And the same with the big section here, all the birchwood planks all to the left and all the quartz to the right on the outside, as you can see. And all these sections down here as well, the birchwood planks are going up, the quartz are all underneath and all inside those sections right there. Then moving all the way over to the right, pretty much exactly the same in all the other areas. And you can see all the quartz are underneath into the middle. Over to here, we filled in all the quartz going to the left right here, and then moving up here as well. Once again, you can pause the video at any time to go and do these areas. Birchwood planks to the right, quartz to the left, birchwood planks all in the middle part right there. All the quartz have been placed to the left, all the birchwood planks have been placed to the right, and all the quartz up in the top. All quartz in that section right there, and birchwood planks all to the right here, and all the quartz out in the middle. And there you go, there is Sakura complete right there, which I gotta say is looking absolutely amazing. Personally, this might be my favourite out of the designs once you see all the designs together. I just think this one is the cleanest, but every single design in this definitely has its plus and positives. For Sasuke, I just for some reason think this is by far the best one I've done for Sasuke out of all the Sasuke designs I've done. I think I nailed the eyes. Naruto's colours, it's really hard to get all those colours that look so good to get that glow effect, and I'm very happy with that. And exactly the same with Kakashi eyes, definitely got very nice eyes as well as Sasuke, and a bit more detail. But for Sasuke, for some reason, even though Sasuke is probably one of the plainest, it does look really nice in this one, just because I think it's the best one I've done out of designing Sasuke like 4 times now, and definitely one of the best ones in this design. But that is Sakura done, and without further ado, make sure to go and hit the like button if you enjoyed this build so far. Make sure to subscribe as well, and without further ado, I will see you in the next one. So, peace out, enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.